Peace. Um, I wanted to talk about what it means to be a punk rock goth who believes in Jesus and follows Jesus. Because a lot of people misleadingly think that punk rockers and goths are atheists or satanic and don't believe in God or against Christianity, and that's actually not true. There's actually a lot of goths that believe in God that are followers of Jesus. We just don't have a platform, and so I want to start making video blogs and presenting or developing a platform for people who are goth could actually talk about their walk with Jesus and what it means to them to be not only a goth and a punk, but also to be a follower of Jesus, a Christian. So I think there's so much similarities between, Jesus and being punk rock and goth, like, of course we have the obvious stuff like the social outcast and not being accepted, and being far removed from the normality of, society, established society, which Jesus was, and his 12 disciples as well were. They were pretty much punk rock and pretty much goth, um, and I think people don't make that correlation between the both, and they don't bring it up or even talk about it and stuff. So I think that's interesting, but I think it's also the sincerity of a love that goths and punks have for the subculture of goth and punks. Is kind of and reminiscent of what it means to be a Christian, have the love for Christianity and the love for the church is very similar and everything. So I think to me it makes perfect sense for a goth or a punk to be religious, to be spiritual, and everything. And so for me, it's like um, I had so much experiences with God, with Jesus. And I know unequivocally that Jesus is the truth, the way, the light. I know that there's nothing better than Jesus. And believe me, I search everywhere for things, that I thought may fulfill me in some way, and they don't. They fall short, I think that when I wholeheartedly give myself to God, give myself to Jesus, that I'm totally fulfilled, and like beyond recognition, and I just wish that I had words to describe what it means to me to be a Christian, It's just amazing to me, and also being a hardcore punk and goth person, I think it helps me on my spiritual walk with Jesus, because if you're like a regular person, a normal person, and you accept it in the world because of your normality, then it's hard for you sometimes to know how it feels to be a social outcast, and that was pretty much recommended by Jesus to be embraced, to embrace that you may possibly be a social outcast because Jesus was a social outcast. It's really hard to experience that if you're accepted by the world. But if you're already a social outcast like me, then it's easy to understand how Jesus felt. It's easy to understand what it would mean to be a true Christian because you're going to be ostracized, you're going to be marginalized, you're going to be penalized because you're different, and everything. And so you're going to be in good company because Jesus felt that first. Jesus went through that first, and like minded people who follow Jesus gonna experience that as well and everything. But I know that there's nothing better than for me than to walk in with God and everything. Hold on, I gotta stop this video blog for a second.